Alright, hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. So basically today is when I'm going to be fixing the front bumper on the Z3. So what I'm going to clearly state really quick, I already started like ahead. So basically what I'm doing, I just got to repair these bumper tabs. So like these are just pretty much completely ripped. So, and I got to fix them underneath here too, as you can see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a weller, a soldering iron. What I'm going to do is get a piece of plastic, melt the plastic on top of this or underneath it, and then use a JB weld to make it even more stiffer, let it dry, and reinstall it. And then we'll go from there, for sure. As I can show you, I have it hold up with Gorilla Tape, pretty much in the inside, holding up the bumper into the bash guard. And honestly, it was holding up well, but I really just want to repair this bumper rather than, you know, buying a new bumper and then spending the extra money to get it wrapped. You know, so I'm just gonna improvise, use my methods that I have, use and connect with another method that I got off from another tutorial on YouTube, and then, you know, repair the bumper all together, and hopefully it works. Alright, so I pulled it out, and I got a rag to dry up the insides because it was pretty soaked because last night it did rain, but that's okay. So right now I'm just looking to see that, yeah, all these tabs have snapped off, even the insides, but that's okay. What I'm going to do, I have this piece of plastic, the Tupperware. I'm going to cut a piece off and kind of like either, I think I'm going to put it underneath or above it. I think underneath is best, but I don't know. I still gotta think. But what I mean is I'm going to put either or underneath or above, and then have it melt the piece of plastic with the bumper tab, have a stick on it, and then let that dry, and then put JB weld over it around the edges to make it more sturdy and strong, and then keep doing it on the other end, and, you know, let it dry and sit to cure it perfectly. And what I'll do is I'll have to get like a small drill bit the size of this, or the size of the hole that matches with the bash guard, to obviously to make a new hole for it, and then, you know, put the tabs back on together. But I might just stick with zip ties, honestly. But that's just my opinion, my preference. But and also I just gotta repair this this piece that hooks onto the bumper on the other side. I gotta reattach it. I think I'm just gonna melt the plastic with the adapter to the hooks where it snapped off, and just, you know, just let it stick together. Hopefully it'll stay on. The main thing that what holds the bumper in place is these guys. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to it. All right, so far so good. I'm gonna show you right now. I started little by little, like what I was describing before. I cut a piece of plastic off this, laid it on top of it, melt the plastic of it with the bumper plastic together. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit more, and it's holding up pretty sturdy. I moved up to the same side right here, got a little greedy, but, you know, I decided maybe I could maybe just stick these together, but to be safe, and just to be safe on the side, I'm gonna still put like a piece of plastic over it and melt it on the edge. While that dries, you know, I'll put the JB Weld on the edge. You know, like for an example, once that dries, I'll put the JB Weld over it and underneath it and around the edges, just so it makes it extra strong. And then once that cures 100%, I'll get the drill bit with the drill bit size that I need, and just re-drill the hole through the you know, new over the plastic piece that I, you know, sticked onto the bumper. And then from there, it should be good to go. It's not the best, but this is a DIY project, and I am just trying to save myself a lot of money from getting a new front bumper. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna apply the JB Weld. I'm literally gonna apply the JB Weld, probably mostly just a drop like around this side, on the edges, and I'm gonna go ahead and start attaching that adapter that I have here. But yeah, so far so good. Honestly, it's coming along pretty well. Alright, I'm gonna try to do the best I can filming this. I just don't want to mess up my project that I'm doing, and I don't want to hurt the camera. But as you're seeing, I have the adapter attached already. I actually kind of just soldered it with this, and it's working pretty well. I've used a JB, mixed it together with a little popsicle that's right there. Mixed it, put some on the access. I might be just doing the JB on this adapter, and honestly might just worry about this later on. But so what I'm doing now, I believe I'm just going over with the solder, just melting the adapter edge on the bottom just so it can stick to the plastic bumper. Just making sure, I hope it's focusing, but I'm just making sure I'm not like going too deep, so I'm not going through the bumper. Just making sure I'm melting that thick piece of plastic on the adapter to melt enough to stick on the bumper. And this car is pretty light, so it really doesn't like take too much of an impact. I mean, like, what I mean is that, you know, it's a light car, it's convertible, it's not too big. But yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm just gonna let this dry. I am gonna run to the store in a bit to run a few runs I need to get, and oh. Alright, so far so good. I'm just finishing up. I just finished cleaning up. I'm gonna let the JB Weld dry up on this end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the store, and alright, so I got it pretty much loosened. They're all out. Got the zip ties out. Yes, again, I mean, these were being held up by zip ties, which is okay. You know, zip ties for me, it's a lot easier to hook up stuff for front bumpers and rear bumpers. In this case, I'll tell you now, the only thing that's zip tied down will be just the front bumper on the Z3. Everything else is still bolted on with the original screws. In this case, like, I had these tabs on before, but these break off so easy, and they're a pain to get off. So that's why I use the zip ties. They're just easy. And to be honest, the E46 for the front and rear bumper, you know, they're just being held up with zip ties, to be honest. Because when we get more deep into the project on that car, alright, so here you go. good riddance. That's the last of it. So as you can see, I already started drilling the holes through here. Actually, I'm gonna go back and spread them apart a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. I just gotta finish these ones here. And including the tab right here, it's holding up well. I am so pumped. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So, alright. One thing is, just gotta finish drilling those 3 holes left and putting it back on and zip tying it. And that'll be it. And then, of course, the next time I dry this car, the next time it's sunny out, I'm gonna give this a nice wash, good clean detail in and out, and then get ready to do the oil change on this thing. So but yeah, I'm so excited. Not bad. Not the best, but it'll do. Alright, so in this case, it's just time to put it back on, and just line it up with the holes. And if it's up to you whether if you want to use zip ties or if you just want to use, I don't know, if the replacement tabs, the one I just took off, which is this one. If you can buy like new ones at AutoZone, you can if you like, or if you want to just order new tabs from the BMW dealership or off another website, you can. For me, it just makes it more easy if I just use zip ties, to be honest. But yeah. So we're getting there. Well, we're pretty much done. The bumper's on, zip tied all the way from the passenger side to the driver's side. You can see. Hold on, see clearly. Hold on. Right there. Another one right there. Another one right at the end. And it keeps going across to the other end. So it does hold up pretty well. It's done its job before, so yeah, making good progress so far. This is all scratched up and dirty, but this is gonna get wrapped anyways. But yeah, we're getting there. Now I just gotta replace. I have a new set of these to go in. I can't take this one out, but I'm just gonna leave that one in anyways. But I was able to get all the other ones out. So now I'm gonna put the new ones in that I have here. I literally just bought them on, I think on eBay, off another owner who was selling them. They're used, but they're a lot better condition than the ones I had on. So I'm gonna put these on these guys right now. This is like one of the, like I was saying before, pretty much just like hand screw them in to the front end of the front end where the headlight, clamps in, and just tighten it down with this. To be honest, these may be used, but they're still good to, they still work. They're 100% in better condition than the ones I just pulled out. So and these only cost me like 10. I don't want to say, I think like $10, but $10 for, I think, 10 bucks for 4 used ones. I mean, couldn't go wrong. I mean, I wasn't able to find anywhere else. But yeah, so far so good. Alright, so all set, ready to go. I think we're good to go. I think it's time to close it up. Oh yeah, that's on pretty good. Better than before. Just needs a good clean. Alright, yep. So that's pretty much it right there. Let's see how she is when I air it up. Clean. I gotta fix this wrap right here, but that's okay. The most important thing is that I got my bumper fixed, and over winter, I mean, it'll be good as maybe better. But yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm actually hyped on this. Sorry, I'm like have a bit of a sore throat, but like I said, I'm hyped on this. I've been driving this car in a while. It started up right away. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm sorry that the video ended right there. Unfortunately my camera battery died, and so I was only able to recover just the footage. You know, thank God I was able to recover all the footage that I got of that whole process of the DIY project, or the DIY repair. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. It really came in handy with the supplies that I came across with to fix my front bumper. You can do this as well at your own you know, place and time, and it's really like a small low budget. It's really not that hard. If for instance it's something difficult of your own on your own typical car, I will suggest, you know, watch some other additional videos that will, you know, give you some helpful tools on how to fix your own vehicle, you know, whether if it's the bumper tabs or a crack on the bumper, whether if it's front and rear, or, you know, something have to do with other part of the exterior of your car. That's what I did for my, you know, for my vehicle. I just looked up online on YouTube on, you know, on many ways to fix the front bumper tabs. and I came across a lot of them, and I kind of just used some of those methods, and I kind of thought of my own method if I use the Weller solder. I don't know what's the proper name to call these. I just call it Weller. I'm not really too handy with this tool, but it really does come in handy when it comes to melting, you know, plastic with another plastic to stick together, as you saw in the video. And it all takes time and patience, so you just really gotta, like, you know, just be patient about it when you're fixing it. You can't rush on it, because if you rush on it, it's not gonna come out perfect. And so, for instance, as you saw in the video, I just took my time on it, and, you know, just hope for the best. If it would have failed, I would have still posted this video, and, you know, just made a fool of myself. But it came out great. And I'll post another video on you know, of an update on how it's holding up, and go from there. And I promise you guys, I will post more content soon. I will post content on the E46. I'm really just trying to get this Z3 done and getting it ready for, you know, for winter storage, you know, because I am putting it away since we are coming close to the to winter season. The E46 is going to be I'm going to be driving a little bit in the winter, because it is a project car that I'm going to be working around with my friends back and forth. And I do have a winter car that I drive in the winter full time. So I think the first thing I gotta do for the E46 is get some winter tires that can be safe on the streets. Yeah, if you've done something like this before, you know, feel free to mention it in the comment section. If you have any other tips for the future, you know, for other people that would be more aware when they thought this video could be so handy, by all means, add some tips or some good advice, and then, you know, on better fixing this bumper. Honestly, this was just like a video for low budget, for people who don't have the you know, that don't have like the fancy equipment or like the proper stationary area where to work on a car. As you saw where I worked on it, I just worked on it in my parking lot, because I do live on a apartment condo. So, and I just had to improvise with what I have and use what I got, and kept at a low budget. So that's what it is. It worked out for me, and I know it can work out for you. And I think that's about it. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a good night. See ya.